Hello and welcome back to the ISP F-1 Visa Navigator. I'm Nicholas Waite, and today we are tackling one of the most nerve-wracking parts of the visa interview, rapid-fire questioning. Picture this: you walk into the US Embassy, step up to the counter, and before you can even take a deep breath, the visa officer hits you with 4 questions in 30 seconds. Why this university? Who's funding you? What's your major? Why not study in your home country? Suddenly, your brain freezes, your mouth stalls, and just like that, the interview is over. It feels overwhelming, right? But here's the truth. It's not a trick, it's a test. Officers want to see how prepared you are, how fast you think on your feet, and whether you can maintain composure when the pressure is on. You may ask why officers use rapid-fire questions. Many students assume the officer is trying to catch them. In reality, the speed serves 2 purposes. First, it checks the consistency of your story. If you hesitate too much, stumble, or contradict yourself, it signals that you might not be confident or genuine. Second, it tests whether you can communicate clearly under stress. After all, you're applying to study in a rigorous academic environment abroad. Officers want to know you can handle the pressure. So how do you train for speed without freezing? Preparation goes beyond memorizing answers. You need to train your brain to handle questions in quick succession. Think of it like preparing for a sprint, not a marathon. Practice answering your key questions: why this school? Who's funding you? What are your future plans? In under 15 seconds. Get a friend, a family member, or even your mirror to fire these questions at you without warning. This builds mental reflexes so that when the real moment comes, your answer flows naturally. Instead of cramming entire essays in your head, focus on short, structured responses. For example, if asked about your funding, you don't need to tell your entire financial history. A strong answer would be, my education is funded through a combination of my parents' income and a loan as personal funds. Short, precise, and confident. The magic lies in the pauses. This is a secret most applicants overlook. The power of pauses: when questions come fast, your instinct is to rush, but a half-second pause before answering makes you look calm and in control, not panicked. It gives your brain just enough time to process, and it signals to the officer that you are thoughtful and not robotic. Think of these pauses as tactical breaks. They regulate your breathing, keep your tone steady, and prevent you from blurting out fillers like or Officers notice this. They see a calm student who thinks before speaking instead of someone scrambling to survive the question storm. Now, there are common pitfalls to avoid. Don't blurt out answers you haven't thought through, because officers can spot rehearsed or panicked responses instantly. Don't over-explain. This isn't an oral exam where details win points. And most importantly, don't freeze in silence. Even a short, honest sentence is better than nothing. If you blank out, you can buy yourself a moment by saying, "That's a good question. My plan is..." That little bridge keeps you moving forward instead of stuck. Moving on to the mental game of it, that is turning the pressure into fuel. So let's reframe the pressure. Instead of seeing rapid-fire questions as an attack, treat them as your chance to shine. Think of it as a pop quiz where you already know the answers because you've prepared your story. Each question isn't a trap. It's an opportunity to prove that you are consistent, clear, and confident. When you see it that way, the interview shifts from interrogation to demonstration. You're no longer a deer in headlights. You're a prepared student showing that you can think clearly under pressure. This is exactly what US universities and visa officers want to see. So the next time you're faced with rapid-fire questions, don't panic. Train for speed with short answers. Use micro pauses to stay composed. Avoid over-explaining, and flip the pressure into an opportunity to stand out. Remember, the officer isn't just listening to your words, they're reading your composure. At the International Scholars Program, this is exactly what we prepare students to do. Take the next step in your success journey. Join our community of bold achievers and let us guide you from admissions, funding, to visa success and beyond. If you have a bachelor's degree with at least a 2.8 GPA out of 4, and for Uganda 3.8 out of 5, you are eligible to join us, and your high school performance does not matter. Visit our website www.internationalscholarsprogram.com and grab your handbook. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, and TikTok, all at International Scholars Program. That's it for this episode. See you next week.